Hi, my name is Mohammad Afaneh. I am from CEREBRUM. I manage the data analytics team. So I look after the development of the AI use cases across our customers. We're in a service provider. My name is Kumar. I'm the CEO of the technologies. And we help insurance companies to digitalize their numbers. So we have core platform and digital solution and data analytical solution. We work only for insurance companies, and we are a technology service provider.
Thanks, you. I think it depends largely on perspective and context, right? You can't. There's no silver bullet to what's going on with artificial intelligence. You can't necessarily say, yeah, it's yay, eureka, it's a solution set from above, right? Now, while AI is going to transform and revolutionize, which is already started, the journey in healthcare, transportation, in insurance, etc., you would largely still have a situation whereby we need to manage expectations, particularly within the insurance industry, right? And then managing expectations will require things like understanding the critical capabilities and at the same time, the limitations that AI will have. But by and large, is it revolutionizing? Is it the future? The answer is yes. Are we going to skip the whole legacy systems in insurance and just have a widespread, one footprint, bulletproof approach to solving critical mass issues? The answer is no. So for me, I'm going to play very safe and keep it somewhere around 6 out of 10. And I'm not going to say I'm overhyped. Neither will I say, oh, well, it's not exciting. It is exciting times ahead. But by the way, full disclosure, I'm not a politician, but this is reality, right? And that's how I would answer that question. I think I'll take a delicate balance, slightly above average, stopping somewhere around to the 6 over 10. Yeah.
Very bad. They because we can't with this relations boy problems was very I guess my role is coming to follow technology. I'm very pro technology, and I would say for me personally, I do find this a very, very compelling technology. And the reason I find it compelling, I'll be on the 8 out of 10. I'll go with rating. And the reason I find that is because I think with generative AI, you've got a different type of technology, which gets to your point, Issa, around there's some different things we can do with this technology, and it appears to be able to do it a lot more easily than we've been able to do it before. And I think that's really quite exciting. And I actually think from an individual user perspective, you've suddenly got this ability to interact with technology in a way that's so much easier. And there's a democratizing force there. And I think that over the course of the next few years is going to generate a whole new set of ideas as well. How those cross over into insurance, well, let's see and explore a little bit as well. And I guess over to you, Mohammad, really just this second theme of kind of what's different about generative AI, a little bit more specifically, like from other AI and other technology transformations.
So, talking about the definition of AI, like if I want to define AI, it's a technology that will perceive, reason, and learn, right? In order to improve productivity, enhance capabilities, etc. Now, generative AI is a subset of that technology that is focused on content, creativity, and it's more human friendly. So, as an AI, we used to see it in factories, in different use cases where it supports production lines, improved processes, etc. But when it comes to generative AI, it's more of where you see people interacting with the machine more, where you can pass a document to the large language models, and then it will give you an answer. It will find something for you in the document, and it will help you create content fast. You can create presentations, you can create images, you can create video, you can create music. And this is where AI became accessible so much to a lot of people, where you can easily go and improve whatever work that you do and be more creative. Now, this is the differences. Now, when you talk about similarities, they all go back to the same basics. You need data. This is number one. So where you talk about generative AI or AI, robotic process automation, NLP, computer vision, it all goes back to the basics that you need the data to be available. And if you have the data, you get the right answers, you get the right output that you look. The second common thing between both of them is the ethics, right? And ethical consideration, this is something that needs to be taken in consideration whenever you implement an AI use case, whether you're using generative AI, large language model, an AI, RNA, whatever it is, that consideration needs to be in place. And they both serve the same purpose in the end, which is basically how to improve personal capabilities and organizational capability. One last point, generative AI is the new element that we see every day in organizations. And it's becoming more and more demanding every day that people want to use AI, want to incorporate AI with generative AI in their day-to-day work. So I think it's going to go around 9. Okay, so if...
Yeah, so there's a bit of pressure on IT teams from the business here saying, hey guys, we know this is quite easy to use, so come on, help us as well. Any Bill comments?
I think to his point, there's going to be, when you look at the abundance of data, right, the abundance of the paucities will determine the outputs at the end of the day. Because when you look at when you look at the future, right, and we're talking about generative, for a company like it's in Standard, it's also creating a segue for easy integration, right? Particularly because in Standard is a no-code platform, right? And so one of the things that it's doing is it's bringing agility to insurers, which I think the room will agree with. When you talk about insurers and you talk about agility, that's like putting the square peg in the round hole, right? I mean, things always take a very long time before they come to fruition. And then secondly is the capacity to be able to churn out most products, right? So where you're going from a process of having an engineering team to test, build, prototype, validate, etc., going through that product development cycle, right? You have now the capacity to shorten to a very short time frame, right? Which means that you can try out with the infusion of this technology, with kind of like our platform, you can churn out as much as 50 products within a space of 12 months, right? Now, 4 or 5 years back, that would have been mission impossible, right? But what generative AI is given is capacity, that kind of transition to happen. And when you look at it on a broader context, that's especially when you look at regions that are mass market driven, a lot of kind of solutions that you need to aid and abet how products and solutions will be tailor-made. And now coming to the context of personalization, which is an emerging trend, right, that insurers are beginning to look at, I think it's going to change, the landscape in a very significant part of it.
Yeah, good. Thank you for that. And then maybe just sort of wrap up with my perspective on what's different, right? From a technology perspective, I think what's interesting about generative AI is if you're from a technology background, right, you're used to dealing with zeros and ones, right, with certainty and uncertainty. Generative AI is actually technology where you have to kind of get into the grey area because the output is there that we can put the grey. And that's something we haven't really experienced before, and it opens up a new range of opportunities, but a range of challenges. But when we talk about this technology to lie, and that's a bad thing for one level, but another level, it's actually also what humans do, right? Because everyone, I think, has a different regulation. People have a different regulation, this mouth, as an example. So it's quite interesting, this sort of fuzzy logic that's coming through as well, right? All right, well, let's get into sort of the use cases a little more. And I know, Kumar, you were very keen to sort of give us a few use cases from your experience. You've been in this region for quite a while, right?
So there, at the beginning, we are focusing only on the insurance companies and different lots of people. So we have covered us with other into such area where they can use the parenting, but what is this and let me give you some cases with no the AI is going on with the suddenly they have to submit which you put a start for eventually with the but there are some other areas we can see that is so I would like to highlight the country process is one with the medical the process with the night the provide with of the critical trends and could say so you can even go one step further and I think that the early process the pick a high rate about it obviously. So it is processing, it is help us processing the complete the detailed jobs in a more automated way. And also it is identifying the demonstrated it's personal responding to the very number two is there is a program by image processing and analytics which accepts the damage pictures or videos and they post and assess the damages and also it is predicting the estimated repair or replace put mass part that make it try to put that is another use case helps insurance to setting the important link very fast and volume but reflected on small organizations you can set the question to pay the customers of the ancient total use case. Nowadays, we are on tech savvy. We are all like using the air of the watches, the always so this device is collecting, continuously collecting our data, especially our health data on all the steps and one people based on those data. There are various points and like that. This data can be analyzed and they use it for also it can give you early indication if there are any health risk associated with that concept. It can give you some therapy or recommendation to correct. So this to be wellness and therapies you can recommend to users. And the other side in can be able to name is the availability of the area. These are all the areas that are long about the area